The Catholic world watched with bated breath. The year was 2025. The papacy stood vacant, awaiting its new shepherd. From the chimney atop the Sistine Chapel, a plume of white smoke finally emerged, signaling an end to the conclave. A hush fell over St. Peter's Square, soon replaced by an expectant roar. The name resonated across the globe. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the Archbishop of Manila, had been elected Pope Luis I, the 267th Vicar of Christ. This was a historic moment. For the first time, a son of Asia, a Filipino, would lead the Catholic Church. Cardinal Tagle's election was not merely symbolic, it represented a seismic shift in the Church's center of gravity, acknowledging the burgeoning Catholic population in Asia and the developing world. Here was a man known for his humility, his infectious smile, and his deep connection with the poor and marginalized. He was a skilled theologian, fluent in multiple languages and a gifted communicator. Luis Antonio Tagle wasn't just a pope for our times, he was a pope for the future. The selection of a new pope is a process shrouded in tradition and secrecy. Following the death of Pope Francis, 138 cardinals, the princes of the Church from every corner of the world, converged on the Vatican. Their solemn duty to elect a successor to the Petrine throne. Secluded within the Sistine Chapel, adorned with Michelangelo's breathtaking frescoes, they engaged in prayer, reflection, and a series of secret ballots. The weight of history pressed upon them. They were tasked with choosing a leader for a global flock of over 1.3 billion Catholics, facing a world grappling with climate change, economic inequality, and political polarization. The cardinals considered numerous factors: holiness, theological astuteness, pastoral experience, administrative competence, and cultural sensitivity. Above all, they sought a man who could embody the love and teachings of Christ in a rapidly changing world. The world waited with bated breath. Days turned into nights as the conclave continued. Speculation ran rampant in the media. Who would emerge from behind the closed doors of the Sistine Chapel? Then, on that fateful afternoon, a plume of white smoke billowed from the chimney, announcing to the world that a new pope had been chosen. Anticipation crackled in the air. Thousands had gathered in St. Peter's Square, their faces a mixture of hope and anxiety. Cameras flashed, capturing the moment for posterity. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd as the name Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle reverberated from the loudspeakers. The first Filipino Pope. A wave of cheers erupted, a joyous symphony of celebration and relief. The following Sunday, the world witnessed the grandeur and solemnity of the Papal Inauguration Mass. Amidst the splendor of St. Peter's Basilica, Cardinal Tagle, now Pope Luis I, was formally installed as the Supreme Pontiff of the Catholic Church. He was vested in the papal white cassock, symbolizing purity and sacrifice. The fisherman's ring, a signet ring traditionally worn by the Pope, was placed upon his finger, signifying his role as the successor to St. Peter, the fisher of men. The weight of the papacy rested upon his shoulders. Yet as he gazed out at the sea of faces, a sense of serenity emanated from him. His smile, as always, was warm and genuine. It was the smile of a man who understood the magnitude of his task, but who also embraced it with humility and unwavering faith. The election of Pope Luis I sparked celebrations worldwide. Nowhere was the joy more palpable than in the Philippines. From the bustling streets of Manila to remote villages nestled in the mountains, Filipinos erupted in jubilant celebration. Churches overflowed with worshippers offering prayers of thanksgiving. Families gathered around televisions, tears of pride streaming down their faces. This wasn't just a celebration for Filipinos, it was a celebration for the global Catholic community. From the Americas to Europe, from Africa to Australia, the faithful rejoiced. World leaders extended their congratulations, recognizing the significance of this historic moment. The election of Pope Luis I transcended religious boundaries, offering a beacon of hope and unity in a world increasingly divided. Following his inauguration, Pope Luis I stepped onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica to deliver his first Urbi et Orbi blessing. His message was simple yet profound, a call for love, compassion, and unity. He spoke of the challenges facing the world: poverty, inequality, environmental degradation, and urged people of all faiths to work together to address them. His words resonated deeply with people worldwide. Here was a leader who understood the struggles of the marginalized, the plight of the poor, and the anxieties of a world facing an uncertain future. His message was one of hope, reminding the faithful that even in the darkest of times, the light of faith could guide them towards a brighter tomorrow. The election of Pope Louis I marked a continuation of the legacy of his predecessor, Pope Francis. Pope Francis, during his transformative papacy, had emphasized a poor church for the poor, advocating for social justice, environmental stewardship, and interfaith dialogue. He had challenged the Church to move beyond its comfort zone, to reach out to the peripheries of society and embrace those who felt marginalized and forgotten. Pope Louis I, known as the Asian Francis, shared Pope Francis's commitment to social justice and his vision of a more inclusive church. He brought with him his own experiences from Asia, a continent grappling with poverty, inequality, and religious pluralism. Pope Louis I's Filipino heritage positioned him uniquely to bridge the East and the West. His upbringing in a predominantly Catholic country with strong family values resonated with the Church's traditional teachings. Simultaneously, his exposure to Asia's diverse cultures and religions fostered within him a profound respect for interfaith dialogue and a commitment to finding common ground. His election signaled the Church's growing presence in Asia, a continent where Christianity was experiencing a resurgence. Pope Louis I represented a new generation of Catholic leadership, one sensitive to the needs and aspirations of the developing world, and committed to engaging with the challenges of globalization and cultural diversity. As Pope Louis thus embarked on his papacy, a sense of hope and anticipation rippled throughout the Catholic world. He brought with him his warmth, his humility, and his unwavering commitment to the gospel message. He represented a church that was both ancient and eternally new, a church rooted in tradition yet open to the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. The journey ahead would be fraught with challenges. Yet, with Pope Louis I at the helm, the Catholic Church seemed poised to embrace the future with renewed vigor and a deep commitment to its mission of spreading the message of love, compassion, and hope to a world in desperate need of healing and unity. The dawn of a new era had begun, an era where faith and reason, tradition and modernity could walk hand in hand, illuminating the path towards a more just and compassionate world. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content. Pope Luis, born Luis Antonio Tagle, hailed from the bustling streets of Manila, Philippines. His early life was marked by a blend of simplicity and profound faith, deeply rooted in his family's devout Catholic traditions. From a young age, Luis exhibited a remarkable sense of compassion and empathy, qualities that would later define his journey within the Church. Growing up, Luis was an exceptional student, always eager to learn and understand the world around him. His education began in local Catholic schools, where he was not only taught academic subjects, but also the values of kindness, humility, and service to others. His teachers often remarked on his keen intellect and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Luis's path to the priesthood became clear during his teenage years. He felt a profound calling to serve God and his community, a calling he could not ignore. After completing his secondary education, he entered the seminary, where his dedication and passion for the Church only deepened. He studied theology and philosophy with fervor, always seeking to understand the deeper truths of the faith he cherished. Ordained as a priest, Luis quickly became known for his pastoral care and his ability to communicate the gospel message in a way that resonated with the people. His journey was marked by a series of significant roles within the Church, each one preparing him for the ultimate responsibility he would one day assume. As we reflect on Pope Louis I's early life, we see a tapestry of experiences and influences that shaped him into the compassionate and wise leader he is today. His story is a testament to the power of faith, education, and the enduring impact of a life dedicated to service. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content. While Pope Louis I's early life was marked by faith and education, his journey was not without its challenges. As a young priest in the Philippines, Luis Antonio Tagle faced the harsh realities of poverty and social inequality. These issues deeply affected him and fueled his mission to advocate for the marginalized and underprivileged. One of his first significant challenges was addressing the needs of his parishioners in a community rife with economic hardship. Luis tirelessly worked to provide not just spiritual guidance but also tangible support, organizing food drives, educational programs and health initiatives. His efforts did not go unnoticed. He quickly earned the respect and admiration of those he served. However, his path was not always smooth. Luis encountered resistance from various sectors, including political figures and even some within the church who were uncomfortable with his outspoken stance on social justice. Despite these obstacles, he remained steadfast, his resolve only growing stronger with each hurdle. A pivotal moment in his early career came when he was appointed as the Bishop of Imus. This role allowed him to implement broader changes, focusing on youth engagement and community development. His innovative approaches and unyielding dedication led to significant improvements in the diocese, setting a precedent for future leadership roles. Luis's achievements culminated in his appointment as Archbishop of Manila, a position that brought both immense responsibility and greater challenges. In this role, he continued to champion the causes of the poor and disenfranchised, earning international recognition for his compassionate leadership and unwavering commitment to social justice. As we look back on the challenges and triumphs of Pope Luis I's early years in the Church, we see a leader forged in the crucible of adversity. His story is a powerful reminder of the resilience and strength that faith can inspire, and the profound impact of a life dedicated to service and justice. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content. As Pope Luis I steps into his role as the leader of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide, his vision for the future of the Church is both ambitious and transformative. Drawing from his experiences and the challenges he has faced, Pope Luis I aims to modernize the Church while staying true to its core values. One of his primary goals is to enhance the Church's outreach efforts, making it more accessible and relevant to people of all ages and backgrounds. He envisions a church that is not confined within the walls of its buildings, but one that actively engages with communities, especially those on the fringes of society. To achieve this, Pope Luis I plans to leverage modern technology, utilizing social media and digital platforms to spread the message of love, hope, and unity. In addition to technological advancements, Pope Luis I is committed to addressing pressing global issues such as climate change, economic disparity, and human rights. He believes that the Church has a moral responsibility to lead by example, advocating for sustainable practices and social justice. His vision includes forming stronger alliances with other faiths and organizations to tackle these challenges collectively. Youth engagement is another cornerstone of his vision. Recognizing the importance of the younger generation in shaping the future, Pope Luis I is dedicated to creating more opportunities for youth involvement in the Church. He plans to introduce new programs and initiatives that focus on education, leadership development, and community service, empowering young people to become active participants in their faith journey. Moreover, Pope Luis is passionate about fostering a culture of inclusivity within the Church. He seeks to break down barriers and promote dialogue among different cultures, races, and social classes. His aim is to create a more welcoming and diverse Church where everyone feels valued and heard. As we look ahead, Pope Luis I's vision for the future is one of hope, unity, and progress. His leadership promises to guide the Catholic Church through a period of meaningful transformation, ensuring that it remains a beacon of light and compassion in an ever-changing world. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content. As Pope Luis I embarks on his transformative journey, the global impact of his leadership is already being felt far and wide. His influence extends beyond the confines of the Church, touching international relations and fostering interfaith dialogue like never before. Under Pope Luis I's guidance, the Vatican has become a pivotal player on the world stage, advocating for peace, justice, and cooperation among nations. His diplomatic efforts have led to unprecedented collaborations with world leaders, addressing critical issues such as poverty, migration, and conflict resolution. By leveraging his unique position, Pope Luis I has been able to mediate tensions and promote a message of unity and solidarity. One of the most significant aspects of his leadership is his commitment to interfaith dialogue. Pope Luis believes that understanding and respect among different religions are essential for global harmony. He has initiated numerous interfaith conferences and meetings, bringing together leaders from various faith traditions to discuss common goals and shared values. These efforts have not only strengthened relationships between different religious communities, but have also paved the way for joint initiatives aimed at tackling global challenges. Pope Luis I's emphasis on inclusivity and dialogue has resonated with people of all backgrounds, inspiring a renewed sense of hope and cooperation. His ability to bridge cultural and religious divides has made him a symbol of unity in a fragmented world. Through his actions and words, he has demonstrated that true leadership lies in the ability to listen, empathize, and act with compassion. Moreover, Pope Luis VII's focus on social justice and environmental stewardship has garnered widespread support from various sectors of society. His advocacy for sustainable practices and equitable economic policies has influenced governments and organizations to adopt more responsible approaches. The global community has taken notice, and many have joined him in his mission to create a more just and sustainable world. In conclusion, the global impact of Pope Luis I's leadership is profound and far-reaching. His dedication to fostering peace, promoting interfaith dialogue, and addressing global issues has made a lasting impression on the world. Under his guidance, the Catholic Church continues to be a beacon of hope, inspiring individuals and nations to come together in pursuit of a brighter future. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content. As we look towards the future, it is impossible to ignore the legacy Pope Luis I is building. His profound influence on the Catholic Church and the world at large is already being etched into the annals of history. But what will this legacy entail? Pope Luis I's tenure is characterized by a commitment to inclusivity, empathy, and global unity. His efforts to reach out to marginalized communities and to foster interfaith dialogue have set a new standard for what it means to be a spiritual leader in the 21st century. These initiatives have not only strengthened the Church, but have also brought people from diverse backgrounds closer together. Under his leadership, the Church has embraced a more progressive stance on social issues, advocating for human rights, gender equality, and environmental stewardship. Pope Luis I's encyclicals and public addresses have consistently highlighted the urgent need for action in these areas, inspiring millions to take up the cause. One of the most enduring aspects of his legacy will undoubtedly be his role in transforming the Vatican into a more transparent and accountable institution. By implementing reforms and promoting a culture of openness, Pope Luis I has restored faith in the Church's ability to address its internal challenges and to act as a moral compass for the world. Pope Luis I's vision extends beyond the immediate future. He has laid the groundwork for future generations to continue his mission of compassion and justice. His teachings and actions will serve as a guiding light for those who seek to make a positive impact on the world. As we reflect on his legacy, we are reminded that true leadership is not measured by the power one holds, but by the lives one touches. Pope Luis's enduring influence will be felt for decades to come, inspiring a new era of hope, unity, and global solidarity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and impact of Pope Luis I. Please subscribe to History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.